Good morning, YouTube. It is Trev. Happy Valentine's Day. For some, if you were waiting for Shibarium to be released today, maybe not for you. Nothing but sadness and disappointment, unfortunately. I have to laugh about it. I'm sorry. At this point, it's become comical. I want to read through a few things for you, right? Let's just jump right into this. This is the Shibarium general channel in the Shiba Inu official Discord. And this was 8 o'clock yesterday morning for me. That might have already been Valentine's Day for some people, depending on where you are in the world. But Army's Copper Knife says, no, we should wait for the finished product to be ready. Unlike everything else in this world, if we release Shibarium unfinished or unsecure with bugs and BS, then it will destroy all of our investment in the program. Everyone is trying to rush this release, asking when. I'm asking, how good is it? Does it perform to spec or better? If not, continue to work on it. If we wait and have solid release, we become rich. If we don't, we lose everything. The future of Shiba Inu, Bone, and Leash ride on Shibarium. We must trust the devs and the community's vision. Hope can be a very, very dangerous thing, right? If all of your goals, if all of your what you think your future life is going to look like, right? If all of your dreams and aspirations are hanging on nothing but a thread of hope, you're in a really, really bad place, okay? Because once that hope is dashed and done, you don't have that hope anymore. What do you have left? You should always ground your hope in a little bit of reality. Well, when we have expectations, we have these dreams for our life, right? I saw it with like AMC as well, right? And I still see it with people that are invested in AMC. You have this vision, this certain thing is going to happen. It's going to change my life. I'm going to make X amount of money from it. I'm going to buy this car. I'm going to buy this house. I'm going to, whatever, right? And that dream is so vivid in your head, but it's based on nothing factual, right? Just a hope and a belief. Well, when that's what you have, you do not want to hear. You cannot accept anything to the contrary of that. Anything which might want to bring you down to some sort of reality and maybe lower your expectations, because the higher your expectations are, if it doesn't work out, the bigger the crash, right? So to ground things in some sort of reality puts you in a situation where you're like, I would like for this to happen. This would be optimal. But if it doesn't happen, and it might not happen, if it doesn't happen, well, I can accept that. I understand that. This is, plan B, plan C, whatever, right? But a lot of people just have plan A. That's it. And this tweet, or not really, this wasn't a tweet, this Discord message here shows me that this person is surviving on nothing but hopium. And that's true of a lot of people who are drinking the Kool-Aid, drinking the hopium that is being put out by Satoshi and some on this team. It should not take 2 years to make a layer 2 to make a blockchain, right? It shouldn't take 2 years to iron out the bugs, to run things through testing, to release stuff, right? And if it is taking that long, because it's going to be such an unbelievable, colossal thing that no one has ever seen before, and it's going to be really that great that it takes that long, there would be no reason why the team, Satoshi or whoever, shouldn't be able along the way to let everyone know this is what we're working on. This is what it's going to be. This is what we're trying to achieve. We're having problems achieving it because we got to work this out. We got to work that out. Why wouldn't you let people know along the way exactly what's going on? The fact that we are all left to speculate, we are all absolutely in the dark and not being given any information. All we're ever being told is soon, 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 coming soon, right? The fact that that's the case tells me that they probably don't have much. Maybe the expectations that they have built by not being upfront with everybody, right? And letting everyone speculate what's going to happen. The expectation that has been built has far surpassed what the reality of Shibarium is actually going to be. And so now, again, this is me speculating, right? Because we don't know. So I speculate that now they're trying to struggle and figure out how in the world they're going to make this thing live up to this thing that they've built up in everyone's minds, right? Is going to be just the greatest thing that's ever happened to crypto, right? How do they live up to that? Because if they fall short of that in any degree, what a mess that's going to be for them, right? What a mess. They're going to be called clowns. People are going to be pissed that they waited this long for this. This is what this does. It doesn't do anything for Shiba Inu. I mean, I'm convinced of that. I don't think it's going to do anything for Shiba Inu. Maybe it doesn't even really do all that much for Bone and Leash and all the rest of it. Maybe it's really no better than anything else that's out there, right? We don't know. When you leave people to speculate, we tend to speculate the worst case scenario. Unless your hopes and dreams are hinged on this, and then anything that is in contrary to this is going to be great, all we have to do is wait for it, you're going to call FUD. Because it's like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. It destroys you and brings you back down to earth. And some people just can't take that, right? Now, it might be released and it might be phenomenal. The chances of that are getting increasingly slim, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. And honestly, I'm long past any hope that this is going to be anything at all. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I wanted to go through some stuff, and I just spent a lot of time ranting, but that's really how I feel about it, right? So let's go through some more of these. Yep. When is it ready? Even their own Discord, a lot of people are asking, when is this thing going to happen? When's it going to be ready? This person replies to this. They say, what is to finish? Satoshi said Shibarium is finished. He lied to create another pump and dump. They still can't even release docs. Shibarium does not exist. Never has. Shib will now tank and never recover. It's one extreme or the other because we have no information to be anywhere in the middle. We're left to speculate. And you're either going to speculate the worst case scenario like this, or you're going to hold on to that hope, right? There's no kind of gray area here, right? This person says that's FUD, right? People are going back and forth with it. And here's that Army's copper knife again. If that is what you believe, then by all means, exit stage left. That being said, I believe it is quite difficult. I'm sure you meant to say a difficult task to create a blockchain that supports an entire ecosystem that still works off of another blockchain. It shouldn't be this difficult. A couple of years, right? No information at all. It really shouldn't be this difficult. I wonder if you have any experience in blockchain technology at all, or really have known anything about other blockchains that have been created. I'm no coder, and I certainly couldn't create a blockchain, but I can see other ones that have been created, and they don't take this long, right? I personally would even begin to know where to. I wouldn't even begin to know where to start with that coding, as well as they are trying to figure out how to decrease gas fees to basically zero compared to today's rate. Is that something that they've said, that they're trying to release it to zero, or is this what you've built up in your mind? Because I'll tell you what, if the burning of Shiba Inu is based upon some level of the gas fees, and the gas fees are almost zero, then we're not going to be burning an awful lot of Shiba Inu, are we? Right? 0. And make the transaction faster and more secure. It sounds to me like they have their hands a little full at the moment. Well, again, it's been, years we've been talking about this, right? It shouldn't take this long. And if they are having difficulties, why can't they let anybody know what those difficulties are? According to Shytoshi's tweets, Shibarium was done 2 weeks ago. He lied. I mean, I couldn't find that exact tweet that said it was done a couple weeks ago. I don't know if maybe that was a reply to someone else. I don't know. It's just getting real tough, right? Shibarium is coming. Shy is not the one working on it. Kal is. Independent of what Shy says. Now, I believe this person, Kal, just reported or said something about his father passing, and my condolences. I mean, that's a horrible thing, right? It's going to happen to us all, and I dread that day, right? I can't imagine that if that happened to me, I would be working on anything else in my life, okay? So, I don't really know what to say about that except my condolences. But not to sound insensitive, but we're a couple years into this already, okay? So it's a sad thing that this man's father just passed away, but it really doesn't answer for why this wasn't released a long time ago, or why we at least don't have some information on what's going on, right? Do you have any sense the magnitude of this effort? Shibarium could well be done and undergoing extensive internal testing. It could well be. Why can't you tell us that, right? They also need to prepare extensive documentation for the public. You've had a long time to prepare that. Should have been being prepared all along. Delegators, validators, etc. There could also be legal and security, CERTIC check needed. All these things are absolutely true, but they don't take this long. They just simply don't. So this is more of the hopium, right? Where people are going to make whatever excuses they can to justify in their mind why they're not getting this thing that has been promised to them. Today's Valentine's Day. There were some tweets or a tweet or whatever that was released by Shytoshi that said something to the effect of he needed to learn how to play the flute before wrapping up Shibarium in a heart-shaped box or something like that, right? So some people speculated that maybe that would have been a release on February 10th because there's some flute day or something like that in Japan on February 10th. Well, that didn't happen, right? Then people are speculating, well, we're talking about wrapping it up in a heart-shaped box, so it's going to be released on Valentine's Day. Well, here we are, Valentine's Day. That didn't happen. Every anticipated release date, because of these cryptic tweets, it doesn't come to fruition. It doesn't happen. And Shibarium has also said, Shytoshi has also said that he does not have an exact release date because something to the effect of Shibarium will not be an on and off switch. In other words, what he's trying to say is that you're not going to go from not having, this layer 2 solution to all of a sudden having it the next day. Well, why not? I mean, you either have it or you don't, right? So he said something about a kind of a layered release, or maybe different pieces of this will be released until finally it's all released. Well, we haven't seen any of it at all. None of it at all. I went over to, is this it? Yeah, Watch a Guru, right? And there's a couple of articles and different things. Shibarium is a highly anticipated update that has been in the works for quite some time. However, the Shiba Inu team has time and again teased the ecosystem as opposed to releasing the Layer 2 solution. The community has been sharing an array of speculations about the launch of Shibarium's beta version. A cryptic message from the leader developer on the network, Satoshi Kusama, led to a plethora of forecasts. A majority of them were inclined toward Valentine's Day rollout. Another prediction regarding the launch date was today, and this article was on the 10th. As mentioned earlier, his Twitter bio made way for the same. It goes on and on, talking about some different things. This was a tweet Where did you hear the rumors? Can you be more specific so we can check the rumors ourselves for truth? And the Shib Dream says, posts all over Twitter based on Shatoshi's 2 tweets. First is Flute Day, which is February 10th in Japan. The second is a heart-shaped box tweet. Based on these Twitter account postings, if I knew more, I would have not said rumor. I wish I knew the exact dates. No, nobody knows the exact dates because they're just not letting us know. They're not saying anything. Shiba Inu's on-chain metrics lack bullish behavior. This again came out on the 10th. The cryptocurrency market witnessed a correction. Shiba Inu on-chain metrics also indicate bearish for the time being. According to the data on Into the Block, SHIB's network growth has fallen 0.62%. Additionally, the number of investors who are in the money has dropped 3.19%. Even large transactions have fallen by almost 4%. All indicators point to a bearish outlook for the popular asset. Are investors losing interest in Shiba Inu? Shiba is one of the most popular cryptocurrency projects out there. However, being labeled a meme coin, it relies on online engagement for growth. According to Lunacrush, SHIB's social mentions have increased by 9.7%. This could be a result of fresh rumors regarding Shibarium launch. Many have speculated that SHIB's upcoming Layer 2 could launch today, again, on the 10th, right? However, there is no official word on that front. Although Shiba Inu's social mentions are increasing, its social engagement are down 8.7%. This could mean that investors are not showing much interest in social media platforms. With market volatility high, it's unclear if Shiba Inu will make an improvement in regards to its price. The larger economic outlook is still gloomy, and investors are on the lookout for regulatory changes. If SHIB's Shibarium launch is announced, it could lead to the token moving upward. However, apart from Shibarium launch, there is not much that could propel the token's price. At press time, Shiba Inu was 0.000012, down 0.3% in the last hour. And again, this was a few days ago. So I don't, again, it's another video about Shiba Inu without any real good news or hope on my end. There's just not anything really good to say about it right now. When Shibarium comes out, I've said this over and over, if it does not absolutely blow our minds, it's going to be a failure. And that failure is going to be on Satoshi. It's going to be on the team. People are going to probably end up leaving Shiba Inu, in huge masses. And I believe, right, that they're aware of that. And this is why you're not seeing Shibarium launched, because they're trying to figure out what to do. I hope, and I think that we should keep our eyes open, right? Because if the ship is going down and you're trying to find ways to patch the holes, but you can't find ways to patch the holes, eventually you put on your life jacket and jump in. You bail, right? I hope for the sake of everyone invested that nothing like that happens, but keep your eyes open, because if this thing sinks like the Titanic, you're going to see a lot of people jumping ship. All right, sorry to ruin your Valentine's Day. You might think I'm crazy anyway, but enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your loved ones, and really have a great one. Hit the like button, subscribe button on the way out if you want to. Otherwise, I will chat with y'all soon. All right, ciao.